The China Salesman from 2017. If you have ever dreamed about seeing a movie that was about how awesome Chinese cell phone technology is and how it can help countries in Africa, and also Steven Seagal has an appearance and Mike Tyson's in it, then I've got a movie for you after the theme song.
Kyle's Reviews! Kyle's Reviews!
All right. If you want to see China Salesman, and if you're watching this channel, you do, check out links below where you can find it. So I ran across this movie on Reddit because of the fact that there was a trailer featuring Mike Tyson and Steven Seagal. Well, sorry to say the trailer is a little misleading, because that trailer of them fighting is basically most of their part. Mike Tyson does have a larger part in it, but he's still not really the star. The star is the titular China Salesman. And it's set in an unnamed African country where a China salesman and his partner, they're trying to get a contract to be the technology for this African country's cell phone network. Because this country has gone through some internal political violence. They're trying to come out of it, and China's trying to help them. And China's been there a couple years, but now the greedy Europeans are coming in. And because of that, they're going to have like a competition to see if the Chinese or the Europeans have the best technology. And, you know, the European guy, the first time I saw him, I'm like, there's a nice guy. That guy can't be evil. He was. So they're having a test of their technology, going head to head for some reason. I don't know why. They just can't be like, here's which contract do you like better? And a plane goes down, and the southern separatist accuse the northern of being behind it, and it turns out they're on the verge of civil war. People are attacking each other in the streets.
The capital is in chaos. The Civil War is unavoidable.
The only thing that can save them is that, for some reason, the leader of the country is like, in 24 hours, I'm going to find out what happened to this plane crash, and I'm going to call the leader of the Southern rebels. But the landlines are down! The only way they can contact them is if the China salesman can get the towers back up in time. Now, why somebody couldn't just drive down there, why they couldn't use a satellite phone, why they couldn't use shortwave radio, I don't know. Oh, and did I mention that they claim this is based on a true story? I looked it up, and I couldn't find any evidence of anything like this ever actually happening. They even go so far as at the end kind of do like the text and tell us what happened to the main character afterwards. But I couldn't find any evidence this person was a real person. So you're asking yourself, well, that's awesome and all. What about Mike Tyson and Steven Seagal? Well, Steven Seagal first. He owns a bar, and that's where the back alley dealings happen.
That's good. Show him the guns.
And he's basically in like 3 scenes, cashing a paycheck. Mike Tyson plays a African person whose tribe had lost their territory, and he wants to get involved and start this civil war so him and his tribesmen can gain some land. And so Mike Tyson gets involved. Now, there is a fight between Mike Tyson and Steven Seagal because Mike Tyson's character meets at the bar of Steven Seagal. And by fight, I mean they edit it together because they do a really good job of making sure that you never see the faces of both of them at the same time. So whenever you're seeing one person's face, you're seeing the other guy, the back of the other guy's head. And so it's clear they were never at the place at the same time. There's one scene before that where maybe they were on the set at the same time, but they definitely were not during this fight. So Mike Tyson's character actually has a larger part. He's kind of gets the henchman. He gets involved in this by the shockingly evil European dude kind of dupes him. But all the while, the China Salesman tries to reason with him. And, you know, some people are like, oh, this is just Chinese propaganda. But I don't really see it. It's not like the main character in the film goes on this little rant about how much China's history is in the West.
Africa belongs to the West. We brought modern civilization here. Its present and future belongs to us. You're not welcome here, China Salesman.
Is slave trade part of your civilization? And spreading war and hunger part of your democracy? Zheng fleet from China reached the shores of Africa hundreds of years ago. They only left friendship and peace. They did not take an inch of land or a single person as a slave.
Unfortunately, while this is incredibly awesome, this is just like the first hour and 15 minutes or so. And there's another 20 minutes after this, which is industrial sabotage and consequences, and it's boring. So the first hour and 15 minutes or so is amazing. I laughed out loud more than once. So I definitely say give the China Salesman a watch. I'm giving it 4 thumbs up. This is the best film about selling cell phone tech that's ever been made.